Syrian troops launched a brutal crackdown in the town near the border with Turkey, where rebels have been staging large protests. The fighting there has forced 6,000 refugees to flee into Turkey. And CBS News correspondent Elizabeth Palmer is on the border in Turkey with more for us this morning. Elizabeth, good morning to you.
Morning, Chris. I'm standing in front of one of the refugee camps, which is absolutely chock full. About 30 miles away across the Syrian border on Sunday morning, the Syrian troops launched this huge offensive on a town called Jisr al-Shugur. Before shelling the town, it appears they also burned the surrounding fields. Some of the very few reliable pictures available show Syrian troops celebrating their operation complete. State television says a mass grave found inside the town contained the mutilated bodies of Syrian soldiers killed last week by armed gangs. It was to crush these gangs that the army was sent in. But the residents of the area, now refugees in Turkey, tell a different story. The dead soldiers, they say, were shot by their own side when they refused to fire on demonstrators. Whatever the truth, 6,000 terrified Syrians have now arrived in hastily built Turkish refugee camps. Many of the men are badly wounded. Proof that civilians in this area have come under sporadic attack by security forces for weeks. Hundreds, possibly thousands more frightened civilians remain camped on the Syrian side, close enough to make a dash to safety in Turkey if they have to, but hoping instead the army will withdraw so they can go home. Among the refugees here in Turkey, there are Syrians turning up who say they're soldiers who have deserted because they refuse to commit the atrocities that were asked of them. If they are determined to fight on against the Assad government, this really could signal the beginning of a civil war. Chris?
CBS's Elizabeth Palmer for us in Turkey this morning. Elizabeth, thank you.